The repair presented in this video is performed on a particular frame style. The look of the console or the cosmetic plastics is irrelevant to how this repair is made, as long as your machine's frame style is closely similar to that shown in this video. Be sure to unplug your machine before attempting this repair, and do not use power tools to make the repair. To access the drive belt on a bike, you will need to remove a number of components. Using a thin wrench, remove the left-hand pedal from the crank arm. Turn the wrench to the right or counterclockwise. Do the same for the right-hand pedal, but turn the wrench to the left or counterclockwise. Using a flathead screwdriver with a thin tip, pop the front shield off and set it out of the way. Using the same screwdriver, pop the top shield off and set it out of the way. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the access cover found underneath the top cover. Remove the 10 screws that hold the right and left-hand side shields together. Turning the left-hand crank arm to face forward, parallel with the floor, slide the left-hand side shield forward off the crank arm and off the bike. Now do the same to the right-hand side shield. Now you will loosen tension on the drive belt by loosening the adjustment bolt on the side of the EdiMech idler bracket and then the idler bolt on the bottom of the bracket. With the old drive belt loosened, you can just walk it off the crank pulley. Before you can remove the EdiMech from its bracket, you will need to remove the resistance cable from the resistance motor. Take the tension off the resistance cable by pressing down on the part of the EdiMech shown here using a flathead screwdriver. This will loosen the cable, allowing you to pull it off of the resistance motor. Loosen the lock nut of the axle on the Edi mechanism enough that you can pull the EdiMech from the idler bracket. This allows you to pull the old drive belt completely off the bike. If your model of EdiMech has a bolt or screw on the left side that pins it to the idler EdiMech bracket, then remove it. Also remove any zip ties that hold the resistance cable to the idler EdiMech bracket. Now slip the EdiMech off the idler EdiMech bracket and remove the old drive belt. Place the new drive belt into the idler EdiMech bracket and return the EdiMech to its proper place. If your model of EdiMech has screws on the left-hand side that pin it to the idler EdiMech bracket, then replace these screws. Then make sure to fully tighten the lock nut. Return the resistance cable to the resistance motor. Then using a flathead screwdriver, hold down the top of the resistance cable where it connects to the EdiMech. This will release the tension on the cable enough for you to replace the other end of it back on the resistance motor. Now route the new drive belt around the pulley on the EdiMech axle and the idler roller and walk it onto the crank pulley. Return the new drive belt to its proper tension by tightening up the idler bolt and then fully tighten the adjustment bolt. Now reattach the plastics that house the crank pulley, but in reverse order. The left and right hand side shields, the access cover, the top cover, and the front cover. Now reattach the right and left hand pedals to the right and left hand crank arms. Once everything is in place, pedal your bike slowly to make sure everything is working properly. Place a non-slip mat beneath the bike to protect the floor or carpet. You can purchase one of these by calling the number on your owner's manual.